What's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. Today I got a crazy idea and I just decided to do it. I'm going to be signing up for the weekly Korean ESL Cup. This cup is pretty much all of the Korean pro gamers and I have to play on 350 ping. My goal today, win a single map. Let's do it. I'm actually playing against my teammate Rex, a Taiwanese Zerg player who is about 6,000 MMR on the Korean server. Now, I just checked my ping and it said 345. And I feel like that's even higher than people usually get. I think most of the time when people talk about the Korea-Europe connection, it's very bad, but it'll be like 250 ping. But oh my god, that feels bad. I actually have 350 ping. I don't know why my connection is this bad, but it is. I guess there's a reason why you don't usually see me playing the Korean Cups. Now, let's see, guys. What strategy? I think I'm going to wall the natural, actually. What strategy could I possibly do that I can beat a good Zerg player with on 350 ping? I probably should not even... Well, maybe I should make a Reaper, actually. I can't micro the Reaper to do damage, but I can use it to scout. Like, even stuff like Hellions is kind of questionable, because how well am I really going to be able to micro a Hellion against like a group of Zerglings, you know? Like, I'm actually not quite sure if I even want to make those. There's a couple of units that are a little more simple. The units that I can think of are, for example, maybe opening up with a Liberator or Battlecruiser or something like that, because those are pretty easy to micro. Like a Liberator, I might not be able to react in time to unsiege it when it's threatened, but I can technically just shift-click it all the way and siege it in the mineral line, and I won't have to micro it again. A Battlecruiser has so much health and it shoots while moving, so I can't even really miss-micro it. I mean, I can react very slowly, but even then, I should be able to pull it back to safety. Obviously, units like Banshees are completely out of the question, because how the hell am I gonna micro Banshees against Spore Crawlers and Queens? And that would just be an absolute disaster, right? So I think I'm gonna go for 2-base Battlecruiser. It's just, ideally, I would play Mech, because Mech needs less micro than Bio by far. But I also just don't think Mech is as good as Bio. So on one hand, I might want to play like Marine Tank or something like that. Widowmine is definitely a no-go. So it's either gonna be Marine Tank or Mech after a Battlecruiser opener, probably. Once upon a time, I did see a build that was Liberator into Battlecruiser, which was very cool. I don't know if that build is that great, but it was very cool. I think it was actually Time/Oliveira that did it, who is our current or last year's world champion. So I imagine back then he also knew what he was doing when he was playing the game. So I guess maybe that's another option that I can try. Now, I do really like the wall off on the natural, so I'm just going to be a little safer. I'm not going to be... Look at the Reaper micro. That's actually pretty decent. It responds so slow, dude. Look at that. Oh, God. I mean, as long as I keep clicking it away in time, it should be able to survive. I remember the last time I played this, I actually did the Bomb Cloud against Su. I'm not sure if you guys remember what the Bomb Cloud even is at this point, but it's an opener where you fly, you commence it into the next base. And I remember one time I played this cup and decided to do that against one of the best Zergs in the world. I think it went about as you guys would expect. I don't even have to say what happened, really, but I think you guys will know what happened just by saying that. The result was roughly what you guys would have expected. Wait, I think the Overlord escaped, no? Wasn't Overlord... Yeah, I tried to escape. Wait, I caught him. Let's go. That's actually huge. Oh, that's actually really nice. I lifted the barrack so I could see the Overlord wasn't there. Oh, that's quite nice. Now he's not going to be able to see the Fusion Core, at least assuming he doesn't have a second Overlord. Let's see. Oh, I might be able to sneak in over here. That is nice. Because then I can scout his main base at the perfect timing for roaches. Oh, he did actually see me with that Overlord, unfortunately. Might be able to escape here. I'm not going to try to micro it. I'll just click it away, because I know it'd probably be a disaster if I did. So I'll make the Fusion Core first, and then I'm going to go... I should probably make a third gas. I'll make a Liberator. And then with the third gas, I should be able to afford a Battlecruiser at least at a decent time. Gonna make a supply depot, move out with a couple of Hellions. I hope I'm not being attacked by roaches, because I don't really think I could micro my way out of that, to be honest. I'm gonna go for a scout in the natural, run by with these. And then our plan... I mean, so far it's going pretty well. Like, it's not like we're in a winning position or anything like that, but we're not dead. And that is sometimes more than you can expect from you know, playing on 350 ping, I suppose. Like, it's really not very comfortable. It looks like I didn't need to make a tech lab with the barracks, but I'm happy having my full wall off here, so that is fine. I guess my battlecruiser is going to be slightly delayed, but that's okay. Going to be the battlecruiser coming in now. I could go for Liberator range as well. That doesn't even sound that crazy considering my opening, but I think Liberator range is not quite going to be as good on this map. See if I can target that. Oh my goodness, it's even hard to... You guys saw that? I would have killed that if it wasn't for 5 million ping, 100%. I'm going to make a battlecruiser, and then I'll start my command center after that. I think I might actually try to go for, like, Cyclones or something. He doesn't have any gases yet. Yes, Cyclones might be... Well, Cyclones do require a bit of micro as well. Like, not a crazy amount, but they do require a bit of micro. Let's see if there's a spore. I don't see a spore crawler there, so I can siege this in peace. Gonna kill a couple drones. I think I'm gonna get Yamato as well. I'll probably make multiple battlecruisers. I feel like since it is one of the best units you can make on low ping, it would be quite nice to make a lot of them. Let me just pay attention to when he's going to move the spore crawler. He's moving it now. So I'm just going to shift click it away like that. At this point, I'm already up to 10 Hellions. I might even make an armory, to be honest. I think I'm just going to let it siege because it's... Oh, no, he did actually move the drones. Okay. Maybe I can still escape with that one. Let's see. Okay, it's alive on 9 HP. Oh my goodness. I think I probably should have saved it for the BC. This, by the way, is why this build is cool. If you guys didn't realize before, they have to move the spore crawler to defend from the Liberator, which means the spore crawler is not going to be in the mineral line, you see. And then you can teleport in the battlecruiser, which is going to be painful in return. Now I'm going to siege the Liberator here. Let me try and kill this queen. He probably doesn't have... it's a couple too many units, and I'm not confident in microing them. The Liberator is sieged there very, very peacefully. I need a couple more factories. Can I move that away in time? Probably not going to be in time with the ping to react. But we did do a decent amount of damage. Let me land that over there. The hardest thing about playing Terran on ping, in my opinion, by the way, is the fact that you need, every time you switch add-ons, or move your buildings, you need to wait for them to lift because of the ping before you can land them. So all of your actions are delayed by such a significant amount that it makes it very, very difficult. Let's see, that is an overseer. He is going to see that I'm playing mech. I don't want to be playing Cyclones forever. I kind of just want to hit like a timing of some sorts. I don't know what timing yet. I just know that I want to hit a timing. I'm going to teleport this over there, which is pretty crazy to be honest, but I'm just going to give it a go. And then I'm going to make some, I think, tanks from over here. I do have the Yamato at this point, so I might be able... Actually, I can kill this high energy queen with the Yamato. That would be quite nice. I don't want to fight against the queens because they do have transfuses. I guess I could go for an engineering bay. Let's see, I'll move this over here. I'll teleport my other battlecruiser back so I can defend against those roaches. That should be nice. And I'll morph those into Hellbat. Those are actually going to do a decent job in Hellbat form against the roaches. The battlecruiser is a little bit behind, but so far we are doing okay. I really need the freaking turrets, by the way. Wait, I just killed the base. I wasn't even looking, and I think I killed the base. I really need the turrets, because without the turrets, I will die to, what's it called? To a couple corruptors. Like, if I don't have the turret, I will die to a couple corruptors, so I need this engineering bay to finish. I don't know when his corruptors are going to finish, but they're going to finish at some point, most likely. Can I pull this back on time? Barely. Oh my god, he's actually chasing it. Wait, this is quite good for me, I think, because I can raise the depot over here. Now, I do need to start making tanks. I am gonna almost... No, okay, that's another... I do see how freaking late that scan got put down. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Now, it looks like we have defended the worst of it. I am gonna lose my battlecruiser. I think it's so close. Please don't die. No! That was actually the last shot. It would have survived if that last shot wasn't able to connect. That sucks for me. Now, do I have to make more turrets than this? I'm not quite sure. We killed a lot of roaches, right? It's just... Wait, he's blocking my add-ons with the freaking changelings, dude. That's actually a very cool move. Shout out to my teammate for that one. That is very cool. I don't think... Oh, I can't save that tank, apparently. Okay, so we killed the changelings. That is nice. I'm making turrets everywhere, so I don't get A-moved by a couple corruptors, like I said. And I make a turret over here. Now, do I need to do more damage? It's pretty hard to say what the stage of the game is, because... It was just absolutely chaotic, right? Like, we lost the battlecruiser. Usually when you lose a battlecruiser, you have to be behind, because the battlecruisers are so valuable, and you kind of want to like stack their effect throughout the entire game, that if you do lose them, I think you have to assume that you're going to be a little bit behind. It seems like he wants to go for an attack, which could be all right for me. Because I do have a bunch of tanks already. There are the corruptors that I was talking about. He does still have a decent amount of roaches. He doesn't have that many drones, if I take into account how late the game is for when he's finally saturating that base. So that seems pretty decent for us as well. I mean, I do have 6 tanks already, guys. 6 tanks is a pretty significant amount. I think I'm going to go for a second armory and maybe build up to a 2-2 timing later in the game. Let's get a couple more supply depots over here. Is there an army here, or was it... I guess it was just the corruptors. Maybe I can try to get a snipe on that base again if he wants to. I'm really happy I have these freaking turrets, because otherwise I would take so much freaking damage from corruptors. I'm actually going to start a couple Thors. Normally, if you play mech, you always want to be going into Ghost Mech, because mech itself is not going to be that good against late-game Zerg. But, I don't know. With like the start we've had, I might be able to max out pretty fast. And then if I hit him before he has like a lot of infestors or something, that's a lot of roaches too. I don't know, I kind of see some potential here, to be honest. Like, I think there might actually be something I can do with a maxed mech army. Now, what the hell were you guys doing? Oh my god, that is absolutely not what I thought it was like my battle cruisers that I sent there or something. I was looking at the minimap, but that was definitely not my battle cruisers. In fact, they were definitely not the units that I wanted to see there. Okay, so he's going to run into more turrets. He is going to be able to snipe those armories, unfortunately. I mean, I just can't build turrets everywhere. That's the thing. Now I'm going to be able to kill a decent amount of these. I don't think I can save this one right now. That is quite painful. Let me bring this one back. It's actually so close to the upgrade finishing, but it's not going to finish, unfortunately. And yeah, I mean, as soon as the corruptors went there, I kind of knew that I was going to lose those. So the upgrades for now are going to be forfeit. Let's see if I can teleport it away in time. I did manage to teleport it away in time. I'm pretty sure I A-moved that Thor there, but it didn't work. I guess it didn't feel like doing its job. Or it's also possible that I made a small mistake. That's pretty crazy, but who knows, right? No, just kidding. Obviously, I did something wrong. Maybe I hold position it or something. I'm going to repair these and a couple more Hellions. Not having my upgrades is definitely going to be a little painful, because I'm not going to be able to micro my army to perfection, right? So if I take even like a little bit of a rough fight, I think that might be it already. He's still making corruptors, but I stopped making battlecruisers a while ago. So that is quite interesting. Let's see. There's not that many units here. I'm going to be able to kill a lot of drones, hopefully. Like, targeting the drones is actually not going to be that easy. Let's see. Oh, I actually got one decent hit there. That's quite nice. One more. Can I get a couple more drones with this? He's making a lot of banelings, and banelings is probably not really what he needs, to be honest. Because I'm not actually making that many hellbats. Now I'm going to start my upgrades again, just in case this game drags on. There's definitely a possibility that happens. See, I'm going to... Oh, is that an army over there? There's not an army over there. I think we're just going to very slowly start sieging our way across the map. I think that sounds like a decent plan. Let's make sure I don't lose the Vikings to that. I can't really do anything about the Ravager Biles for now, so we're just going to have to take it. Let's see. Okay. Yo, this looks like a pretty decent fight for me. He doesn't have bailing speed yet. Oh, that's a good job by him. He retreated just in time. I think I should bring these tanks now as well. Kind of thought he might be going for a counterattack, but right now it looks like he's probably not going for a counterattack. That is a decent amount of corruptors. I'm going to lose my battlecruisers. Actually, I have my teleport again, so I can just get those out. There we go. And okay, this fight was quite good for us. Like, the problem is that he might be able to make Brute Lords at some point. That is definitely not something we want to be dealing with. Let's see. Okay, let's not lose 2 tanks. Oh, I just couldn't micro it in time, unfortunately. Like, you can definitely tell that how much the ping is starting to factor in here, because every single bio and stuff is just so freaking painful. I think I might barely not have enough to stop this army. It's going to be very close, but I think I barely don't have enough. The Hellbats are popping off really hard. I was going to say my opponent, but I also want to say my teammate at the same time. He's microing very well. And now I'm afraid that the Brute Lords are going to come in. Oh, that's actually a very big amount of links. I can't really do anything against that. Besides bringing my entire army back, pretty much. Oh, he does have the Brute Lords now. That's what I was expecting. And I think the first game is going to go towards our teammate Rex here. GG. And I wonder what the supplies and stuff were when I pushed. Because I really feel like, looking at the armies, I should have had a decent shot to win the fight. Now, obviously, with the 350 ping, it's going to be pretty much impossible to micro that. But if I look at the supply, he didn't have the Greater Spire yet. He did have Neural, but no Infestors. I think I actually hit the perfect timing, you know? Like, there were no Broodlords out yet and no Infestors, so I hit the perfect timing. But the micro and the push was just a little bit too bad. I lost my Hellbats at the front to the Bailings, lost a few too many tanks to the Biles. But game 1 was honestly pretty good. Let's give it another shot. Game 2 is going to be on Alcyone. Now, I was considering doing something a little unexpected. I was thinking about going for like a Hellbat attack. And you would think that's a really bad idea on ping. And you're probably right, because I have to micro a lot. But I feel like in the macro games, I'm just not going to be fast enough at responding to everything all at once with the delay I have, with the macro delay I have as well, with the... lifting the buildings and stuff, that I feel like I can't possibly win in those kind of games. Like, I feel like the last game went really well. Like, I know I lost one battlecruiser, but I don't think that was really going to make a difference against 10 plus corruptors, of course. But besides that, I don't know. Like, I felt like it was about as good as I could expect a game on a Korean server against a good Zerg to go. So maybe it's time for us to play a little bit different and go for an attack of my own. Now, the main reason why that scares me is because my opponent went for roaches in the last game. And roaches pretty much do counter every single attack you can do. And I don't think I'm even exaggerating there. Like, Hellbat attacks, 2 base all-ins with Marine Tank, everything pretty much gets countered by roaches. And that's also why I think it's very smart that he would go for roaches, because I clearly need to make something happen to win the game, right? So I think that's really smart by him. But in the last game, he did make the roaches relatively late, I believe. Like, the roaches came out, I think I had already like 10 to 12 Hellions. And a Hellbat attack should hit before then. Oh, I actually put one too many SCVs on gas here. So I feel like I might be able to hit before roaches. The biggest problem is going to be the micro, but I think it's more important that my opponent's really prepared than necessarily like the, you know, the perfection on the micro. Obviously, I am going to be messing up the micro, but I think I should be able to do it decent enough. Because what I need to do, I want to go for the Marauder Hellbat attack. And basically what I need to do is I need to drop the Marauders on top of the Queens. Keeping the Medevac alive doesn't matter as much, though it does matter a little bit. It's more important that I get as many Queens right away at the start. And then, if I'm lucky and there's no Banelings, all I have to do is just keep my Hellbats somewhat close to my Marauders so they don't get surrounded by the Lings. If there's Banelings too, that's going to increase the difficulty by a lot, because then I'll have to split my Hellbats as well while keeping them close to my Marauders. And yeah, I mean, ideally, I do keep the Medevac alive as well. So it's going to be a big challenge, but we'll see. I'm actually quite curious if this is going to be a good strategy here. I feel like in theory, it sounds nice. You know what the thing is? I feel like realistically, if let's say we were playing for $100,000 right now, right? We're not. We're playing for like $400. Let's say we're playing for $100,000 and we would both have prepared for each other. He would prepare for me on ping. Then I think it would be really smart for him to maybe even go for like roach all-ins and stuff. Because as Zerg, you can transition very well from those like roach pressures. Like, it's not really as all-in as like a Terran or Protoss all-in would be. Wait, can I actually... No. Dude, I saw it in advance. I wanted to go for the tumor, but then I realized I wasn't going to be able to click the Reaper away in time, so I tried to run away. And thank goodness it happened, because losing that Reaper would have been bad. But like, if they would all-in me, or at least pressure me with roaches, I feel like I would have a very hard time, you know, defending it. And then at the same time, they would be safe because they're going for roach pressure. I think that would actually be the best possible strategy for a Zerg to do against me if, you know, they wanted to do the best possible strategy against someone on a lot of ping. I'm going to try and scare away this Overlord. I obviously don't want him to scout me. I'm going to make... I think I need to stop making SCVs already, actually. I'll stop making them in the main. I don't want to show him I'm stopping in the natural yet. So I'm going to be able to stop that now. Then I'll go for 1 Viking and concussive shells. And then the next couple of Hellions have to stay here. Now, the Zergling or Overlord scouting me would be the biggest problem. But I feel like with the Marine and the Hellions, we should be safe. Let's see if I can deny like a creep tumor or something. Maybe get a drone. Probably not. Need to make sure I'm not making SCVs on autopilot, because if I did, that would be problematic. Let's see. We're going to be able to deny that Zergling as well. I can't really micro against the Zerglings. That's like the scariest part. Like, if it was 2 Lings at once, I think it might actually get through. Oh, he's going to try to go for the scout again. Okay, so now I'm going to start rallying here. I do need to start my armory already. Armory might be slightly delayed. Let's see. Oh, he did. Oh, no. Okay, the Overlord is still there. Good. Okay, there we go. Gonna be able to kill that Zergling. I wonder if he's getting suspicious now already. I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't have been suspicious from the start. So the fact that he hasn't been able to get a scout of, that should make him even more suspicious, I think. So here we go. I'm gonna have the Marauders in the medevac. Armory is slightly late. I think he is actually a little bit late on the scout. Like, we should be able to get out on the map without him really seeing us. Now, what am I gonna follow up with? Oh, I'm gonna lose a Reaper there, unfortunately. I'm gonna follow up with a Liberator, I think. Yeah, it sucks for me that the what's it called? The Armory is just slightly delayed, but I feel like maybe I could go in anyway. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can drop on top of the Queens. We are going to get a really nice drop on top of the Queens, so all of these are going to take a lot of damage and probably even die, but we are a little late on morphing the Hellbats. That's going to cost me a little bit. They're going to morph now. I'm going to put these Marauders in the back. So far, so good, to be honest, but he did go for an extra Queen build, and I think we might not be able to break through this many freaking Queens. Yeah, okay, that's just one Zergling. Never mind. That is not going to be the most impressive attack ever. But yeah, I think he played like super safe, going for 9 Queens and putting them all at the front. Yeah, I mean, he's just playing very smart against someone who has a million ping, to be honest. Like, that's all I can say. Like, the micro wasn't actually bad by us at all, I believe. I think the micro is completely fine. Ideally, we would have had the Hellbats instantly. But I actually think this was all fine. Now, I'm going to go for it again. Let's see if I can siege his Liberators. Liberator is going to be quite nice. He might feel forced to attack into this. Oh, he didn't actually go in right away. So we're going to be able to repair. And we're going to get on top of the Queens here, which is pretty sick here, guys. So we are on top of the Queens. Let's see, can I actually survive this at home? Need a couple more to repair this one, and then a couple more to repair that one. We are going to be able to kill all of the Queens. The Liberator is sieging on top of the Queens as well, which is freaking awesome. We are holding at home. Now, we did lose our Liberator. Dude, I have so many Marauders here, actually. It's crazy how many Marauders I have. Dude, I can actually win this game if I reinforce with my Hellbats. Like, I don't have Hellbats here with my armor right now. I think these Lings are going to be doing too much damage because of the lack of Hellbats. I just need a couple Hellbats here to reinforce. That's really all I need, to be honest. Okay, so my Hellbats are coming over here now. I'm going to try to click away this one Queen, or this one Hellbat rather, or this one Marauder rather. Now, I do have my Liberator here already, so we are going to be able to do a little bit more damage. Somehow, this attack is still alive. We killed the last Queen, which is freaking insane. Now we're going to get on top of this mineral line. I'm going to be able to kill that Queen as well. Then I'm going to focus down this Spore Crawler. Oh, it looks like he got Roach Speed already. I think Roach Speed is not going to be something that we can counter. He is going to be cleaning up my units. And even though I am going to kill all of these freaking... Dude, this Liberator is doing so much damage. Like, it's actually disgusting how much damage the Liberator is doing. But he has a couple Queens. GG well played, has to be called. And I just want to give an applause to my teammate because I know I'm playing on a lot of ping. But he really did very good strategy, I think. Like, going for 3 extra Queens, put them all at the front so he couldn't die to the Hellbat attack. Probably had exactly a Spore Crawler. Actually, didn't have a Spore Crawler here against the BC. I wonder if that's... probably because of the Viking, I want to guess, but overall, very good strategy by him. And I guess this video is just to showcase how freaking difficult it is to play against good players on the Korean server on 350 ping. It's actually very early in the day for me. I just saw the tournament was online, so I decided to sign up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, that sucks. Well, enjoy the next video. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you for the next one. Adios.